Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99 back on the fight front once again. Just want to do my post-fight thoughts on the Joanne Calderwood and Ariane Lipski fight. It was a pretty good fight. It was a pretty good climb for JoJo. I know a lot of people counted her out. You know, they counted her out because of her youth and the power of Lipski. You know, I've had people saying my prediction was bullshit. But the thing about JoJo is she has that experience, IQ, and strength. And I feel like all of that's going to nullify youth and power, and that's what JoJo did with it. Round one, JoJo and Lipski, they started with some good strikes from Lipski, which almost looked like Lipski was going to get into her rhythm. She started landing some big right hands right away, and when JoJo got into close quarters, she was letting her hands go. So I felt like this was kind of going to favor Lipski, but right away, JoJo, she went in for the clinch, which was smart. That shows you the IQ right there. She said, hey, this girl's going to try to go toe-to-toe and try to land some big shots. I'm going to go ahead and cut that distance off, and get her in the clinch. And when she got her in the clinch, she was able to smother the work of Lipski, keep it on the fence for a second until they was able to break up. And then JoJo, she shot in for the takedown. She got it with some good control. JoJo was landing some good strikes, too, when they were down. When she was down, she had that top position, and she was looking comfortable, and what was crazy was she was able to try for submission after submission after submission, man. But each one of them was a failed attempt, but that just lets you know that JoJo was comfortable on the ground, and this is where she wanted to be, and while she was trying to work Lipski down to get some more submission attempts, she was actually hitting Lipski with some good strikes, to kind of weaken her up a little bit too, to weaken her up a little bit. She could never really succeed with the full submission, but it was just the control and the pressure where, like I said, she could just try anything she wanted. And, the beating she was putting on her, it just made it a good round for JoJo. Second round, it was more of a standing round. Both fighters, they were looking to strike at a range. I think Lipski, she landed some good strikes, to start the round. She was in there landing some good power shots on JoJo, but I think JoJo was establishing a good left hand, whether it was the jab or the left hook. I think that she was able to land some good shots even in her range, and she was just comfortable. She looked comfortable even fighting this stand up with Lipski, but Lipski was still holding her own though. That's where Lipski's strength is, still holding her own with JoJo, and she was able to crack JoJo a couple of times with a good right hand. But like I said, my prediction, man, I told you, JoJo, she has a good chin, man. She has a granite chin, and she could take them shots. This is what she do. Not wise, but this is what she does. But this round, I say it was kind of a very, very close round. If people gave it to Lipski, I could see that, but I still gave it to JoJo. Final round, man, another one in the books for JoJo. This was just a good round for JoJo again. Good strikes in the beginning, they traded. Again, JoJo, she continued to stay in the range and land some good right hands of her own. She was landing some good popping shots, and I think they were really starting to frustrate Ariane a little bit, and that she couldn't really hurt JoJo. And JoJo was landing some good, strong strikes. And by strong strikes, I mean strikes that's gonna keep a fighter at bay and keep them respectful. And JoJo, she got into a clinch again, but Ariane got the takedown. Whenever she went in for that takedown, she got her. And when they got on the ground, JoJo, she was in more control, though, even on her back, landing some good strikes while she was on her back. Lipski, she really couldn't get much done, even though she was in top position. Again, JoJo transitioned. She tried to get into an R-bar attempt. Again, no success, but I really like these attempts because, it's really showing you that she's getting comfortable on the ground. She's able to get work in like this, control her opponent, and try this many times. That's showing you that, she was on another level than Lipski, and that, sooner or later, she's going to be getting more submission wins with this kind of ground game. So I really feel like this was a good fight for JoJo on many levels. I think she took it 3 rounds to 0, and she's ready to move on from here. She was in there with a strong young opponent, somebody that was 8 years younger than her. So that shows you that she can still hang with the big dogs. You know what I mean? I think moving up the flyweight definitely helped with her strength and her power. And definitely the training with Syndicate is definitely an advantage now. She's definitely getting the results she's want, especially with this ground game. So moving on from here, man, I would really like to see JoJo in there with Caitlin Chuguligan. That would be a good fight. Jessica, she was already talking smack too. So if that fight could happen first, JoJo and Jessica I would like to see that, but it's more than likely that Jessica I is going to be fighting Valentina next, which is going to be a good ass whooping for Jessica I. But you know, Caitlin Chookagian and JoJo, that would be the next best fight to make. And I think the way JoJo is making moves right now, the way JoJo looked in this fight and the way Caitlin looked in that Jessica I fight, I definitely favor JoJo in this one, man. She's just way too busy and way too dangerous right now. But yeah, good fight for Calderwood. She's 2-0 at flyweight now. That's who I want to see her in there with next. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section about this fight. You know, like I said, a lot of people lean towards Lipski, but no, I had to go with Calderwood all the way in this one. But who do you want to see her fight next? What do you want to see Lipski do next? Who do you think she should fight next? Also, make sure y'all guys subscribe. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Peace.